Is there anything about Ross and his career that you have any respect for?
Oh, no, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I never wanted to work with him. You know, I understand from a perspective of someone who's just listening to what it sounds like.
I mean, he's a great rapper.
Like the slippery soap. You know, I actually washed the car because I'm supporting my brother. I'm not just buying slippery soap. I'm actually using it myself. So, yo, just stay tuned to see Diddy and Rose wash the car. You know, Diddy.
My brother, Ricky Rose. Ricky Rose, you a hustler, man. Woo! I've known you for a long time for helping me with Ciroc, to just like watching your whole get down. You a hustling motherfucker, man.
Puffy just gave me $1 million after I was just taking pictures with this shit everywhere.
With Ciroc?
For over a year.
Oh,
yeah.
That's pretty
no
dope.
contract, no shit like that.
Just as a thank you.
Yeah, just on some love. So
if Rick Ross watching this, let me tell you something. Stop hiring drivers. Drivers always tell on you. I know what happened at LAX with that boy.
Oh gosh, the latest tea that's brewing between 50 Cent and Rick Ross. 50 just dropped a massive bombshell suggesting that Ross might have been involved in some seriously questionable activities. You know, the kind that's got Diddy in hot water right now. And here's the thing, darlings. Ross and Diddy were thick as thieves for years. I mean, we've got receipts. Endless footage of them living it up at Diddy's mansion, partying like there's no tomorrow, and get this, even washing cars together. Like, who does that?
when you goddamn getting into that wash, and you know that tip gonna be good, like if you seen goddamn Miss Culture. Y'all better stop buying this slippery soap, man. Pour it on there, and then I just dab it. Damn. No, then I just, hold on, let me see. You might have. I don't know. You need the sponge. We just almost up the tire shine.
But wait, it gets even juicier. This isn't the first time Ross's name has been dragged into Diddy's scandalous party scene. Ross's ex, Tia Kemp, and trust me, she's not holding anything back, just dropped a bomb claiming Ross is keeping his mouth shut about all these Diddy allegations because she thinks he's on one of those tapes the feds snatched during their raids on Diddy's houses. And if that's not scandalous enough, 50 Cent is stirring the pot even more by bringing up Ross's controversial past. Specifically those disturbing lyrics where Ross literally bragged about spiking a woman's drink before taking her home. I mean, seriously? But hold on to your seats because this tea is about to get even hotter. An old interview with comedian Corey Holcomb just resurfaced, and what he's claiming about Rick Ross and his male driver. I can't even. This story is getting more wild by the second, so let me break it all down for you.
Your hustle is one of the reasons why I went from, you know, being comfortable with the billionaire status and then just jumping into my trillionaire. You feel me? So I just want to thank you and give you that respect. Because when you see a nigga out there,
let me spill all the historical tea first because this beef between 50 and Ross, it's been simmering since forever. It all kicked off at the 2008 BET Awards when Ross claimed he wasn't feeling the way 50 was eyeing him. The funny part, 50 later said he didn't even notice Ross was there. But things really exploded when Ross dropped Mafia music and had the audacity to reference that horrific fire at 50's baby mama Shaniqua Tompkins' place. Ross basically hinted that 50 was behind it. Can you believe the nerve? Obviously, 50 wasn't about to let that slide. So what did 50 do? He clapped back with Officer Ricky. And honey, let me tell you why that name stuck. Back in 2008, someone leaked a photo that had everyone's jaws on the floor. Rick Ross in a correctional officer uniform. The tea was scalding hot, and what made it even messier was that Ross tried to deny it at first. Like, sweetie, we have the receipts. He eventually had to come clean after 50 exposed him, but Ross tried to save face, saying his CO days didn't make his rap credentials any less real. The dope is real, the talk is official, Ross insisted. That's what I witnessed, it's reality. But 50's diss track must have hit a nerve because Ross couldn't help himself. He called into Angela Yee's show to trash the song. And oh honey, 50 was ready. Instead of another track, he dropped this video called Warning Shot where he literally threatened to destroy Ross's life just for fun.
I'm deciding to f your life up. Rick, bro, I'm gonna f your life up. For fun.
And when 50 said he was going to have fun with this feud, he wasn't kidding. He started releasing these shady Officer Ricky cartoons on his website every Saturday like it was must-see TV.
You think you lost your shoe deal because of me?
Yes.
It's because you're a cop, Rick. Nobody likes the f***ing cops, Rick. It's not my fault.
Boss.
But the drama was just getting started. 50 took it to a whole new level when he tracked down Ross's baby mama, Tia Kemp. He got her spilling all the tea about Ross's correctional officer days and, this is the petty part I live for, took her on a shopping spree just to rub it in Ross's face. Ross wasn't about to take that lying down though. He went super low by dragging 50's son Marquise into it, posting these horrifically photoshopped pictures of Marquise's face on a monkey's body. But 50? He struck back by somehow getting his hands on this private tape Ross's other baby mama, Lastonia Leviston, made with her ex. And get this, 50 actually dubbed over the boyfriend's voice with his own. Talk about messy. But karma came back to bite him because in 2015, the court ordered 50 to pay Lastonia $5 million for leaking the tape, plus another $2 million in damages. But even with all this drama, Ross kept coming for 50, dropping diss track after diss track. And 50. When Ross had those two seizures in October 2011, he showed zero sympathy, saying he wasn't exactly wishing death on anyone, but he sure wasn't about to start praying for Ross either. Things got so wild that people tried to step in and squash it, but let's be real. This feud is never ending. 50 recently doubled down, saying he'll never respect someone who went from being a cop to a rapper.
Is there anything about Ross and his career that you have any respect for?
Oh no, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I never wanted to work with him. You know, I understand from a perspective of someone who's just listening to what it sounds like.
Hey, I mean, he's a great rapper.
But does it matter that he's correct? Does that ever matter? Does it matter? Even when artists, look at the artists, look at the irony of the artists that come under.
So Meek,
right?
Wale,
prison reform, and all of the wrongfully convicted and wrongfully treated people in the prison system.
But honey, that's just the beginning. The real tea is about Rick Ross's special relationship with Diddy, who, by the way, is another one of 50's favorite targets. When all these recent Diddy allegations started spreading like wildfire, 50 jumped right in, posting this super shady Instagram clip connecting Ross to all these claims about Diddy spiking drinks. He shared this interview with former Bad Boy artist Mark Curry, spilling the tea about Diddy spiking champagne bottles and passing out pills to women, and 50 made it even messier by mixing in clips of Ross's controversial You Owino verse where he rapped about spiking a woman's champagne. Then 50 posted another shot of Ross's lyrics with this caption that read, "What the F, at some point you got to just do the right thing." The shade of it all, and just when you thought it couldn't get any messier, these rumors started flying that Ross used to join Diddy in these wild parties. To make matters worse, this video resurfaced of Ross and Diddy washing cars together, making these suggestive jokes about slippery soap.
Slippery soap. You know, I actually washed the car because I'm supporting my brother. I'm not just buying slippery soap. I'm actually using it myself. So, just stay tuned to see Diddy and Rose wash a car.
But hold on to your wigs, because this is where things get absolutely insane. This video popped up of a convict named Jonathan AI during a police interrogation, and what he had to say about Diddy and other rappers, including Rick Ross. I can't even. He claimed he was part of these private parties with them. But that's not even the craziest part. AI started talking about something called the Boo. Apparently, it's like the black section of the Illuminati. He claimed Diddy kept him as an ex-slave and paid him big money to keep quiet. For context, Jonathan was being interrogated about something completely different, the Trump-Darrell shooting incident from May 2018. But what's absolutely wild is that before his arrest, the Daily Mail uncovered that Jonathan worked as an exotic dancer and adult film actor for this website called Dancing Bear that produced these videos of women performing acts on male entertainers wearing bear costumes. And if that's not shocking enough, remember how Cassie claimed in her lawsuit that Diddy forced her into these private parties with male workers wearing masks? The dots are connecting. And honey, the picture they're painting is scandalous.
Diddy and Ross, which are good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter, okay?
Right.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots.
Hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
But Jonathan wasn't done spilling the tea. He went even further, claiming these private parties weren't just parties. They were actual rituals. According to him, the Illuminati bonds over these intimate gatherings that involve mind control and, I can't believe I'm saying this, actual sacrifices. Then he brought up something called the Bohemian Grove, this super secret retreat where powerful men allegedly participate in dark rituals and occult practices.
They do satanic ritual, which is basically CIA mind programming techniques to their own family, kids, etc. in the group, and they bond that way. Okay, so they do pedophilia. They do animal abuse, killing of animals, blood sacrifices, and everything in the Bohemian Grove. Okay,
Alright.
The Bohemian Grove, the Bushes go there. George Senior and George, both of them are in the same agenda. They cousins with the Clintons. Okay, so is Donald Trump. He's also a distant cousin. So if you see, there's a direct correlation of the presence of the United States being bonded between family ties, okay?
Gotcha.
All these family ties, while not, go back to the same place.
Now, here's the gag. When they asked Jonathan how he knew all this, he said he heard it straight from Diddy's mouth. He claimed Diddy is part of something called the Boo, basically the Black Illuminati. And according to Jonathan, Diddy's connected to all these political elite figures through his lawyers.
So it's kind of like a hidden agenda, which they try to make it open to our eyes, but we really don't see it. We're so busy working.
It's kind of like hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay. I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist. I had settlement with Sean, okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's these attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes. Ben Mercedes worked for Bad Boy Entertainment for 4 years and worked for Hillary Rodman for 5. Okay? When I take Sean the threat of death on me, okay? I don't have it, but I can make it available under secrecy. That means that I wouldn't be liable because I don't want to be getting framed for anything.
Jonathan dropped even more bombshells, claiming he overheard tons of Diddy's private conversations with his business partners before and after these exclusive gatherings. He doubled down on his claims about Diddy keeping him as a slave and, this is shocking, accused Diddy of giving him an STD, saying they settled a multi-million-dollar lawsuit over it.
Basically, he would tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters and I heard a lot of business because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I caught herpes and I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won. But they did Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes were his attorneys, okay?
Now here's what's really got everyone talking. Jonathan made all these wild claims years before Cassie filed her lawsuit, and the crazy part, so much of what he said lines up with her accusations. And here's another mystery. Nobody seems to know what happened to Jonathan after he was charged in that 2018 shooting, like he just vanished. The articles from 2018 confirm he was charged, but after that, complete radio silence. Meanwhile, Rick Ross has been everywhere lately, making noise with 50 Cent and jumping into the Drake and Kendrick Lamar drama. But when it comes to his friend Diddy and all these messy allegations, suddenly, he's quieter than a church mouse. And now it's getting even messier because this old interview with comedian Corey Holcomb is making the rounds again, where Corey claimed Rick Ross had an intimate encounter with his male driver.
Was around all heterosexual. Don't nobody say that. We know what it is, nigga. Y'all motherfuckers get mad at me. Nigga, let me tell you something. If Rick Ross watching this, let me tell you something. Stop hiring drivers. Drivers always tell on you. I know what happened at LAX with that boy.
Oh. And that's not the thought of everybody on the show.
Just when you thought this tea couldn't get any hotter, Ross's ex, Tia Kemp, jumped in with both feet. She came for Ross, accusing him of being in one of those private Diddy tapes, and let me quote her exactly because this is too juicy. "Don't be scared now," she said. "No, Diddy, you scared now, huh? I know you on them tapes, Freaky B. I know you is. 10 children having MF ain't gonna let off you. What you quiet for? Nobody wants to see your Louis Vuitton outfits and sneakers, B. Nobody don't to see the jets no more. You running out of hoes now. Go over there and give Diddy a hug. Go ride the bike with him, you fat B." And here's the thing that's got everyone's eyebrows raised to the heavens. Ross, who usually has something to say about everything, especially when Tia comes for him, is suddenly silent as the grave. He hasn't said a word to deny any of these accusations about being involved in Diddy's private gatherings. With all these allegations swirling around Rick Ross and Diddy, from these exclusive parties to those absolutely wild claims from Jonathan AI's interrogation, it's crystal clear this drama isn't going anywhere. The question on everyone's lips right now is just how deep does this rabbit hole go? Could there actually be truth to these stories about Rick Ross? And why is he staying so unusually quiet through all this Diddy drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and don't even think about missing our next video because, honey, this tea is far from over. The plot keeps thickening and we're here for every single drop of it.